What is going on at YouTube? Coach Dusty here with a brand new video. It has been a while. We are back in the trucking game. I have been working with a company called Central Transport for the past 2.5 months now. I started in the beginning of March. It is now the middle of May. So yeah, 2.5 months. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between over-the-road truck driving and LTL truck driving, which is what I'm doing now, less than truckload. As you guys know, I was with Stevens Transport for a little bit over a year doing over the road, and now I am working locally here in Buffalo, New York. So with this job, I have a set schedule pretty much, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to roughly 6:30 to 7:30 every day. It really depends on what time I get back to the terminal after finishing all my deliveries and pickups. And with this job, it's a little bit different because I'm actually using a pallet jack and a forklift to unload and load the truck. So, well, not load. So basically what happens with this job now is I get in at 8 o'clock, I get to my truck, I do my pre-trip, I connect to a trailer. The truck is going to be, or the trailer is going to be completely loaded already. I do my deliveries, do my pickups, and once I get back to the terminal, I unload the truck with a pallet jack at the dock. So with each delivery, it's different. I am still bumping docks like I was over the road, but for the most part, well, yeah. So basically, if I bump a dock, I'm going the company, whatever I'm delivering to. Right now, I'm delivering to Home Depot. They'll actually unload the couple pallets, however many pallets I'm delivering for that stop. They'll unload that delivery with a forklift. There is some customers, however, that maybe don't have a loading dock, that I'll actually just hop in the truck, use the pallet jack that the company gives us, and I'll move the pallet to the back of the or to the tail of the trailer, and then they'll grab it with a forklift that way. So it's definitely different. It is touch freight. So I actually am, moving the pallets around, shifting them, and making sure that I could, do my deliveries and pickups in a professional way, safe way, and it's been good. It's definitely obviously long hours. Most days I am working 11 hours a day, putting in 55 hours a week with this job, but having the weekends off is what I wanted. I was sick of over the road, not knowing, what time my next pickup was going to be, or just the inconsistent schedule with over the road was definitely getting to me. However, it was nice to be able to travel and, see different cities, but I did my time. I got my experience. I knew I wanted an hourly job. So that is one of the benefits of local, right? Right now I'm sitting waiting. There is a flatbed truck driver getting unloaded right here, and in order they put cones up because they basically block off this little intersection for me to get to the dock, the loading dock. So all I gotta do is sit and wait, and instead of not getting paid, I'm getting paid hourly. So I am still making money even though I'm waiting. Yeah, it's gonna set me back a little bit because I still gotta finish my deliveries and a couple pickups today, but at the end of the day, if I'm stuck, if I'm waiting, if there's some type of delay, I know I'm getting paid, which is with over the road, I was getting paid per mile. So if I was ever sitting in traffic, or if there was ever a delay, if the shipper was taking too long, you weren't getting paid since you were getting paid hourly. Yeah, what is nice, the benefit of over the road though, is that if you are at a shipper or a receiver for more than 2 hours, most of the time you got a detention pay, which then was like an hourly rate of like $20 an hour or something like that, depending on the company. So there's pros and cons of both. It's really dependent upon your lifestyle, right? Like, I like having the weekends off. I like being able to go, spend time with my girlfriend, spend time with family, go golfing. I like being able to have an apartment for myself again. So there is pros and cons to that. It really, like I said, it depends on your situation. If you got a family, a local job, an LTL job is good. you're not breaking down pallets, which is nice. What I mean by that is you're not completely, like, say a pallet of 50 boxes, you're not unloading box by box, right? You're getting under the pallet with a pallet check, dropping it off, and that's it. With like food service or like beverage services, you actually are most of the time going to be unloading your pallet by hand. And that can be taxing. That could be very tiring. This type of job, you are still, working with the pallet is more active job compared to over the road, but you're not killing yourself, which is nice, which is what I like. I like being able to get out of the truck. I'm making anywhere between 10 to 13 stops per day most of the time, because I have to drive an hour and a half to Rochester just to start my pickups and deliveries. So I am going to be, not doing as many stops compared to some of the drivers that are local in Buffalo. But I honestly like driving, the hour and a half to Rochester and doing, my deliveries and pickups here, then getting an hour and a half back. I like that. I still like driving, obviously. So it is a good middle ground between, driving and also being active. So it's been good. I had to learn how to use a forklift with this job, which was kind of cool. I had no forklift experience before this, so it is kind of cool to see how the warehouse works, right, in a sense. Because I was doing over the road for over a year. I was getting my truck unloaded and loaded. I didn't have to do it, so that was nice. But I also don't mind it as well. I'm still getting paid per the hour to do the warehousing work here with this company. But yeah, it's been good. Obviously, like, if you want to save a lot of money, over the road is definitely for you. Keep doing it, right? But you will be able to definitely probably save more money doing local or doing over the road, because of the fact that you could get rid of your apartment. I didn't have an apartment when I was over the road. I was able to save a lot of money, but I like the lifestyle here a lot better. To me, it's not so much about the money, it's more so the lifestyle. I like being able to sleep in my own bed each night. I like not worrying about when I'm going to be working, right? I like being able to know I have the weekend off to do what I want to do. So it works out for me. This company's been good. There's a lot of LTL companies out there. You really just have to do your research to see which ones are in your area. Obviously, I'm with Central, and it's been a great company so far. And yeah, I got nothing but good things to say about Central. So far, everyone has been friendly, and I get to have somewhat of coworkers again, which is nice. When you're over the road, you're kind of lonely, right? You're not really interacting with people on a daily basis. Yeah, like you're going into the Pilot, the Flying J, the Loves, whatever, and seeing the cash registers, or cashiers, or most of the time, like the people that work in the the shipper and receivers offices, they're normally not that friendly. Here, it's like it's different. I'm not really running into people that are just like complete assholes. Most of the time, everyone's been pretty friendly at the shippers and receivers with like an LTL company. So yeah, nothing but good things to say. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this journey. We're just grinding, honestly, right now. I'm taking a trip to Vegas actually this upcoming week, so I leave tomorrow. So today's actually my last day. I have Thursday, Friday, and Monday off, so that's good. But yeah, it looks like this flatbed truck driver is now fully unloaded, so that is my turn to go drop off.